Welcome back, friendly neighbors and Spidey fanatics. Today we're looking at one of the most popular wall crawlers in the Spider-Verse, Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099. Spider-Man 2099 has been in multiple forms of media over the past number of years. He's definitely not a Peter Parker Spider-Man, but he's certainly not a pushover either. With that out of the way, let's talk about the Spider-Man from the future. Miguel O'Hara didn't grow up with influential aunts or uncles like Peter Parker. He had to learn most things on his own. One of them being that the world doesn't value mercy or compassion. Peter Parker values all life, even the lives of villains. However, Spider-Man 2099 does not. If a villain becomes too much of a problem or a challenge to handle, Spider-Man 2099 will find a way to end the problem permanently. He will maim, torture, inflict indescribable amounts of pain to a villain, or even kill them if necessary. Miguel attended the Alkamax School for Gifted Youngsters in Westchester. It was a popular institute only allowing the best of the best on its grounds. Think of it as the Harvard University of 2099. He was a bright student with an amazing future ahead of him, but when Miguel took up the role as Spider-Man, it took up more of his time since he was the last remaining superhero of that timeline. Unlike Peter Parker, who got bitten by a radioactive spider, Miguel got his powers from an experiment gone wrong. Let me explain. When Miguel worked at Alkamax, one of his co-workers tried to sabotage his work and kill him in the process by destroying a machine that Miguel was working on to try and replicate Peter Parker's DNA. The explosion caused radiation to be poured into Miguel's body, transforming his genetic code into Spider-Man. While Spider-Man 2099 has powers that are similar to Peter Parker's Spider-Man, they are very different. Unlike Peter, who can stick to and climb walls, Miguel has retractable talons in his fingers to crawl and climb on solid surfaces. They're also handy as razor-sharp claws. He also has fangs. When he bites someone, he can paralyze them in a matter of moments. Miguel doesn't have spider sense, but his other 5 senses are heightened to their peak. His eyesight is so strong that he had to wear sunglasses at all times in order not to damage his eyes. He also has organic webbing that shoots from his arms. When you don't have a sidekick, you make a computer program to keep you company. Lila is the perfect virtual assistant for Miguel. She helps him solve problems, assist in studying combat threats, and acts as a personal journal for when he gets all emo. Lila can also mimic other people's voices and project holograms wherever she pleases. The only downfall is that she can feel emotion. Like the time she plugged herself into the worldwide internet for news information, she was overcome with human emotions. Oh, yikes. When Spider-Man 2099 traveled back into the past for a mission, he ended up fighting Eddie Brock, aka Venom. Despite having better powers than Peter, Venom matched Miguel's strength and beat him to within an inch of his life. So it just goes to prove that no matter how powerful someone is, never underestimate your opponent. When it comes to being a hero and saving people, Miguel has the job down pat. But when it comes to his love life, he's a train wreck. He doesn't care about people's emotions or their feelings. Back when he was in school, he met a girl named Zena Kwan. They were a couple for a while as adults, and then it came to an end when he had an affair with Dana D'Angelo. So, yeah, Miguel's kinda toxic. Just like in the 616 universe, Spider-Man 2099 has his share of villains. Some of them you may recognize, like the Vulture, except this Vulture is a gang leader and cannibal. Then there's Green Goblin 2099, who is Miguel's fiance's sister. Then we have Flipside, who is an android who can mimic Spider-Man and Venom's powers. Due to the regenerative healthy cells in his body, this allowed him to live past some of his friends, keep him in top shape, and continue to be Spider-Man longer than Peter Parker. This also allowed his wounds and scars to heal a lot faster in battle. During an adventure, Spider-Man 2099 found Captain America frozen in time, and just like in Avengers Endgame, this Captain America could wield Mjolnir. They worked together to make 2099 a safer place. Eventually, Cap was thrown into space, never to return again. His final act was to throw Mjolnir at O'Hara, and surprisingly, Miguel caught it, making him worthy of the power of Thor. But he never used it as a weapon, only as a symbol of worthiness to everyone around him who ever doubted him. So those are 10 awesome facts about Spider-Man 2099. What did we miss? Who do you want to see us profile next out of the Spider-Verse? Leave a comment and let us know below. And make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you're the first to see it every time we upload a new video right here to the Spider-Man fan channel, your top source for videos for Spider-Man fans. We out! Peace.